Good morning. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about, have you ever thought about why in these last few years you've always been like way more busier than normal? A little bit more, here, there, I got to do this, I got to do this. A lot's going on in your life. And even when you talk to your friends or family members, ask how they're doing, everybody's like so busy, so busy, so busy. Let's talk about that. So, um, I've been on this walk for a while, as I've mentioned, and recently I started feeling, I'm not going to say overwhelmed, but it was overwhelming. But I started even feeling the need to slow down. I'll say it that way. And the reason why was because I felt like I was losing a part of me with everything that I've been doing. I'm not sure why I felt that way. Part of me thought that it was because, I was being used. Um, Part of me felt like it was because I'm getting older and therefore all the things that I used to do, I got to start slowing down. Some of it was health. There was several reasons why I felt like I needed to slow down. But my thing is, or my challenge was the reason why I moved the way that I moved is because of the people that I care about and the people that I love. So, like a lot of things that I'm doing are not necessarily for me, it's for the people I care about. So, that made it a little bit challenging for me to slow down because I usually don't tell people no, especially if I feel like it's something important or something that needs to get done and they're trusting on me to do it. But with all that being said and everything, my calendar being extremely full this year, way more than it ever had been, um, I decided to start saying no in the upcoming year. So I said, you know what, in 2026, it's my year of no, because I want to know how many people are going to stick around, even when I say no. It's one of those, let's weed out the fakes kind of situation. Now hold on, you're gonna see how this relates. It's gonna come back around. So I mentioned this to one of my best friends, and she was like, "Yeah, you do too much. You say too much. You this and that and then this." So she agreed, but she felt like I should do it sooner. And I was like, "No, because I've already made these commitments um thus far. So whatever I committed to now, I just won't add to it. And um I felt good with that. Like I felt at peace about that. And so yesterday she sent me a video. We both follow Sarah Jakes. She's a very motivational speaker, or powerful speaker, minister, and a lot of the things she says is more of confirmation for me from what God has already had a conversation with me about or discussed with me. So, um, yesterday she sent me a message about the no, the power in the no, and stop doing everything for everybody. And so, um, I was listening to it and I was like, wow, like she's hitting the nail on the head. She's telling you, what happens when you say yes. So you need to go watch it. But it's about 30-minute video. It's on YouTube. Sarah Jakes, Stop Doing Everything for Everybody, I think is the name of it. Um, I was really, excited to hear the message because it was confirmation to me that I have to start slowing down. But what God gave me this morning made it even more beautiful. So I'm sleep, y'all, in a dead sleep. I'm a heavy dreamer. I have been my whole life, and I'm one of the very few, I've told very few, that can recall their dreams. And I'm having this dream where I am, me and my family are getting ready to renovate my mom's home. And in the process of renovating her home, things are tearing up, like they're breaking. And while she's doing that, my daughter is going through this situation. And so I'm helping her out with a situation. Then my other daughter comes into town and she's like, hey, make time for me. And so we're doing all this thing. And then all of a sudden, the dream transitions from us, like literally, we're trying to keep the ceiling in the wall, the hole steady getting bigger. It started off with a little bit crack and it's getting bigger. Like every time I look back at this ceiling, the hole gets bigger. And I'm seeing everything that we took out of the uh, bedrooms and living rooms and stuff and stored upstairs. I'm seeing it fall back down into to out of the ceiling because it was in the attic, and it's like, oh my goodness. So I'm looking at this dream, and then it transitioned over to another dream where I'm thinking about my kids don't even have children right now, but apparently um, I was researching daycares for whatever reason, and I started thinking about my sister. She was like, she was thinking about moving up here, but she couldn't find a daycare that watched newborns. In this dream, don't even know this woman. This I've never seen this face before, but in this woman was dealing with this one little kid, and it was during the summertime or the last couple of days before they closed for the summer. And so she was having a hard time dealing with him. And so I seen her, observed her, how she was compromising with him. It's like the other kids have already went into the building. This one just didn't want to do it. And she was being very patient. We sat outside. It felt like this went on for about 15, 20 minutes in dreamland, right? And then finally I come up to her and talk to her and find out that she does take newborns. She keeps from newborns on up to after school program. So she's like, but in the summertime, she always takes at least a week in the summer and a week in the fall. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, ooh, I don't know what she would do with it when during that time. She said she will also take a week in the summer and a week in the fall. It's mandatory. And she was like, I was like, what do you mean? And this is a dream, you guys. So she says it's mandatory that parents spend at least 2 weeks a year at home with their child in order for them to come to this daycare. Now, this daycare is packed, you guys. So her rates were considered very extremely acceptable. And she did take assistant, vouchers and things like that. But that was one of the things, in order for them to stay there, they had to sign a contract saying that regardless, they would spend at least 2 weeks a year being at home with their child. No babysitters, no leave at home. That was required of them because she said that parents, sometimes we get so busy trying to take care of our children, we forget to nurture our children. And she was like, and we all know we have to work. And so it's important for us to have someone support us in a position to be able to tell our bosses no. And they be okay with us being out twice a week, two weeks out of the year. And so I woke up and I was like, wow, that was like enlightened. God just gave me something. The enemy has found a new way to distract us from having a relationship with him, because it usually things that we do, if it keeps you too busy in your regular life to connect with people, it's keeping you too busy to connect with God. So he told me, he said he's using organized chaos and we don't even know it. We're not even realizing it. He's putting us in a position to where things that look like they're okay, which is what Sarah J said, it looks good, it looks normal, it's coming because it's coming from people you care about. So you're thinking, oh wow, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this for her. This is a genuine kind person. But he is creating chaos in people's lives, and he's sending them to the followers, the devout people, those who are ride or die, loyal, be there for you all the time. He's sending you to them, or sending people to us, vice versa, either way. Because I've went to people too, so he's sending them so that he could, and I apologize, I'm just a little excited, so that he can distract you from having that relationship with God. And how is he doing this? Well, he's filling your calendar with things that you would normally have time and space to read, to pray, to meditate, to have that private moment with God. He's taking that away, and he's filling it with, oh, I got to go do this, and I got to go do that. I got to go do this. So, I'm looking at my calendar, and for the several months, it's slowly been overflowing, getting fuller and fuller and fuller. And then this month, it's like I didn't even realize it until the other day when I looked at it. I was like, oh my Lord, I'm going to be busy from now until literally August. Like, I have no time in my schedule to take a vacation. I have no time in my schedule to do some of my individual one-on-one things that I normally do in the summertime. Like, it is beyond packed. And this is the thing. Even though I see that it's packed, I get a call from a friend that says most of my friends are out of town, and I get a call from a friend, and it's like, you should come visit me. It's been a while, and they're not lying. It has been a while. And me in my heart feeling like it's feeling, me wanting to go see my friend, spend time with my friend. I was like, well, maybe I can come August. I'm steady filling the calendar. I'm steady putting things on my calendar to distract me from being there and spending time with God. Now, granted, I can go up there and spend time with them and take my Bible with me, and I can. Oh, sorry. I can also meditate there and pray there. But will I be focused? Will I give him the full attention that he needs? Or will I be focusing on giving my friend the attention they need? So one of the things I love about having a relationship with God and building my relationship with God is when the enemy comes out with new tricks like this one, God will show it to you. He will put it in your eyes so you can see it. Now, like I said, this had been going on for a while, but I had been so obsessed with my way of doing things because, like I said, these are my characteristics. Being loyal is one of the things that I uh, love about myself. So I would never see that in the light of the enemy using my loyalty against me in order for me to be distracted from having a relationship with God. I would never realize that me being a concerned aunt and wanting to help my nieces and nephews will be the enemy using me to enable them to have distance them from God, because if I keep running to them, if I keep helping them, I am preventing them from going to God and asking him for help. I am hindering the process of wisdom. So I would not have known that. I would not have been able to grasp that understanding had I not been on this journey. So it's important, you guys, that we really take the time to connect, because he will send things your way. Like I said, my friends, I've been having the feeling the message was confirmation of how I've been feeling. But the coup de grace, you know, the meat of it came from God. The enemy is operating in organized chaos this season, and we have to stop it. It's now that we recognize it, we know it, we understand it, we receive it. It's time for allow God to come in and get peace back into your life, and allow for things to be settled and give you the power to say no. So go. I hope you do go watch the video that Sarah Jakes put out. She put it out about 2 weeks ago. It's under her Sarah Jakes Wisdom subscription channel. And it is very powerful. It's very understanding, and it will humble you. So have a good day and be blessed.